All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.
Welcome back to Recipes from Memory. This is Mammie, Mom, and what do we have today, Mom?
I'm going to do my recipe from memory from my granny. So my grandmother, Granny, handed down this recipe, and I can remember it because it's so easy. There's only 4 things. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8.
But it's really easy. So this is from my grandmother, Granny. She used to make this, and everybody always loved it. Chris even still likes it, asks for it all the time. Mm-hmm. It's just 1 cup of Crisco, 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of brown sugar, 2 cups of oats, and applesauce with cinnamon, nutmeg, and some sugar. And it's just so easy that even I can remember it.
Super duper comfort food.
Yes.
And you don't really cook all that much, do you?
Not all that much. But with my new kitchen, I'm hoping to do more. But I don't remember a lot, so I can make this because I can remember this one.
She doesn't remember that my dog's a boy dog and not a girl dog, but...
Well, when they call him Winnie.
Winston Churchill's nickname. Let's go make it.
All I need to do is I'm going to take 2 cups of flour. Just do 2 cups of flour.
What kind of wine you drinking there, Mammie?
This is my Sauvignon Blanc, so I'm not a beer connoisseur, but I'm a wine connoisseur. I live in wine country, so we got to have our wine. 2 cups of brown sugar. Then we just mix all this together. I've got my 2 cups of flour, my 2 cups of brown sugar. I'm mixing that all up. And then I'm gonna take my 1 cup of Crisco, mix that all up in here. This is, every time I make this, it reminds me of Granny. And my sister Gina and I used to go spend the night at Granny's, and they had this really cool bed that pulled out of the wall. And I still remember, it was such a treat because they would let us stay up late and watch Johnny Carson. And Granny just she used to recite poems. I have a whole list of them that one of my sisters printed all out. She would just recite poems by heart. One thing she always used to say, she'd say, I get up each morning and read the obits. If my name isn't in it, I know I'm not dead. So I eat a good breakfast and go back to bed. So she had a lot of things like that. So it was always a treat to go stay with Granny because there were 6 girls and 2 boys. So anytime we got a break and got to go just stay at Granny's, it was kind of quiet and nice. And then I'm gonna add the oats. We'll add 2 cups of oats. I use the whole oats. Should I tell them the story about your father?
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
So you want to use the whole oat. So Chris had requested I make some Apple Crinkle for him, so I asked my husband to pick up some oats at the store.
Buttery Rick.
I said, make sure you buy whole oats. Don't get the instant oats. Make sure you get a package of whole oats. So he comes home and he sits on the counter, one of those packages with all the little instant breakfast, or the instant individual packets. And of course I started to flip out. And then he handed me this. So he bought extra oats just to annoy me. So that's Chris's father. But we just mix this all up. And then we just add in some cinnamon and nutmeg.
How much?
Oh, I don't know. We just mix it in until it looks good.
A lot of mixing in this one.
Yep, we just keep mixing until it's blended really good. The chunks is what makes it good. So once I've got that mixed up pretty good. Okay, we're doing. Now, we're just gonna put half of it in the bottom of a pan. Just kind of spread that in and pat it down. I'm just gonna sprinkle some cinnamon and nutmeg. It's nutmeg. Sprinkle a little cinnamon. Sprinkle a little bit of sugar. And then we're gonna add some applesauce.
Is this homemade applesauce?
Well, no. So Granny and my mother would have made homemade applesauce. Oh, we had an apple tree when I was growing up. My mother made her own applesauce. But this is 2021. I'm using Mott's applesauce. So we just put some applesauce in there. It is very good with the homemade applesauce. And then I'm just gonna add some more cinnamon, some more nutmeg, a little bit more sugar. Gonna dump the rest of it on top, spread that out. So it goes together really quick. It's really easy. Like I said, it's really just, I love making it just because of the memories. And then again, little nutmeg, cinnamon. It's because they don't bake a lot. A little bit of sugar, and it's ready to go in the oven. You know, I was so little when I don't remember the holidays much. It was just always a favorite. So.
And how long does that bake for?
About 45 minutes. Great with maybe, I always have it hot. Even once it's cooled, I'll heat it up, put some milk on it, or have it with some whipped cream or ice cream, or just put it in a bowl with some milk on it. I used to have it for breakfast put it in a bowl and put some milk on it. That's breakfast.
Sugar breakfast.
Smelling good. Okay. Yep. Say that looks pretty good. Looks yummy. Cinnamon. Smells good. Yep. Let it cool just a little bit, and then we'll cut into it.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Mammie's, Granny's apple crinkle with a little milk. It's just cinnamony, sugary. Good job, Mom.
Yeah. Very good. Dedicate this to all of my brothers and sisters, and they can remember Granny when they see this.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
This is the infamous box of oats that you heard about in the beginning of, or halfway through this episode, that Papa bought to just anger Mammie. Papa means buttery Rick.
My mother used to make this, and I tried it once and it never came out. She made cheese souffle. I've never been able to do it. I tried it once and it was a disaster. Yeah, my mother made this awesome cheese souffle and pineapple upside down cake. I should learn how to make that. And sand tarts. Every Christmas she made sand tarts. It's like a really thin cookie. It's a crisp, and then it had almonds in it. Well, we would do those together though. She would make up the dough and we'd roll them out and cut them. Another thing, it was just over bread, and I loved it. My mother would be upset because all we had was bread with some sort of gravy over it.
What was it?
And it was just bread and gravy. Yeah, that's what all it was bread and gravy. I thought it was awesome. But I remember my mother being upset because that's all we had was bread and gravy. I'm like, it was fine.